everyone, welcome back to the garden. Today's video is going to be very similar to my last video, but instead of doing perennial cleanup today, I'm going to do annual cleanup. We still have a lot of annuals, not only in the ground but also in containers, and it's time for them to go. It's been a really warm fall, which is the reason why we still have annuals at all. But you know, we're like 2 weeks out from Thanksgiving, so it's really time for those to go. I'm actually getting tired of looking at some of them. Even though some of them look really good, it's just time for them to go. And as I walk through the garden and clean up these annuals, as I come across an area where I want to make changes in 2025, I'm going to talk to you about that. Or if I come across an area where we meant to get to some changes in 2024 and didn't, I'm going to talk to you about that as well. So come garden with me today and let's do some annual cleanup. I'm starting here on the patio because we have some annuals and containers that I want to get rid of, and in the ground I have my Gardener Supply pop-up bag and my leaf blower, my new toy. So let's get started. I'm going to turn you around and show you what I want to clean up first. It's so nice to have the right tools for the job at hand. This is the first time I have an electric leaf blower. We have a gas powered blower, which we used to use. I mean, my husband still uses it to do our leaf cleanup. And it's a backpack. It's very heavy. And when doing these kinds of cleanups before, and we made messes, I mean, and you're going to have messes when you're cleaning up anything out of the ground and out of containers, we always ended up with dirt all over the place. We'd have to break the hose out and spray down everything. So I'm really glad I don't have to do that. But so these are some annuals that I'm going to be pulling. There's Pentis and Calibrachoa. I mean, the Pentis is still fine when we get up closer, but again, the Calibrachoa is done, but it's just time for these things to go. I do have some Vermillionaire here that is still looking good, but again, it's time for it to go. We got down to 27 overnight, and I think we're supposed to have several really cold nights, so I don't know how long it is that they're going to last. I stopped watering these weeks ago. These are my black petunias. You can see, had some evolvulus in here, and then I had some lantana. Was that lantana? Yeah. So, no, I think that's that. That's that lantana. I think what was in here was Calibrachoa. Not that it matters. They're getting pulled. This is the lantana, the Luscious Marmalade. I don't know. It still looks really good. I just have a really hard time pulling plants that look that good, especially this one. And I think it's probably because it's protected, but gosh, I don't know. I really do want to pull them. So anyway, let's see how easy it's going to be to get these out of the container. Put you down. Not too bad. I really don't want the whole thing to come out as one giant root ball. That's why I'm being a little bit delicate. Well, the Calibrachoa is really well rooted in. And so are the petunias. The evolvulus came out really easily. I mean, look at that root ball there. That is from the Calibrachoa. So, see, there's, it broke, and there's a piece of it right there. I really want to get rid of it. So, that much is coming out. We still have some dirt. So, yeah, I'm going to leave those just for now. I don't plan on leaving them forever. I feel like this Vermillionaire is going to be really tough. and the whole root ball might end up coming out. See how easy these are going to be to get out of the ground. Huh, okay, not easy, not that difficult. Perfect little pot-sized root ball there. All right, not too bad there, not even too messy, but I am gonna blow it just slightly anyway. And like I said, I have a feeling this is gonna be a tough one. This is, I think it's so this was Diamond Frost Euphorbia from Proven Winners and the Vermillionaire from Proven Winners. And then we had an Essential Blackberry Nemesia, which just could not hold its own with the really, really prolific growth habit of the Vermillionaire. Not even the Euphorbia could hold its own. I mean, there's like one little piece of it. Let's see. Oh, shoot. Yep, that one broke off too. I don't know. I think I'm going to have to just maybe either just dump these or go get an actual tool. Alright guys, I had to bring the big guns out to get this Vermillionaire. I tried it again. It's just not coming. It's just really in there. I feel like maybe the container was a little bit too small for the size of the plant. I didn't realize Vermillionaires got so large. But my husband's going to come out and get this out of the container. I think it's going to break. You might just have to dump it. It's like really, really well rooted in, and I feel like it was too big for the container. Even the Euphorbia broke and didn't come out. You know, that's what that is. Gotten something that... Well, just dump it. Are you going to be able to lift it?
No, it's because it's...
Yeah, it's got that funky lip or that shape.
I gotta go get something.
The good thing about doing it on the grass is I don't have to bring my leaf blower out. Well, that's done. So while I'm over here, let's talk about this area inside the fence. This has been a complete transformation in the last 2 years. But this year, the mistake we made was not getting rid of all of the perennials we had in here. We just kind of got tired of moving stuff. And so we planted what we wanted without removing all of the perennials. And it just kind of started to look messy. One of the reasons why I wanted to change up this area this year was because of that. The perennials, I don't know, they just look messy to me, so I wanted more formality, more structure. So we planted 2 Queen of Sweden roses. Unfortunately, one of them succumbed very quickly to rosette disease. Pulled it out there. That's why there's a blank spot. Other one seems to be doing okay. We have Veronica that we didn't remove, which was part of the problem. They bloom really pretty in spring and summer, and then they just start to look horrible. See all the black spots all over the leaves? I came in and cut them back. They rebloomed pretty, but then they look all spotty again, and it's just not a really pretty look. We didn't remove all the echinops. We just kind of moved them down here, and they kind of are a bit messy this year, messier than usual. The Invincible Wee Whites did well, but I think next year in the spring they need to be cut back. They're smooth hydrangeas, so they can be cut back and you'll still get blooms. Because as you can see, they just had some funky growth on them. Look at that. Look at those 2 branches. They're growing downwards. This one had some branches that kind of were, I think I might have cut it, but they look like they curl. So instead of growing straight like that one, see how it's like curved? So I think a bit of a cleanup is still in order in this bed. And I feel like past the Tokyo Tower fringe tree there, that's kind of the chartreuse leaf looking tree that still has its leaves. We need to continue the screen down there a little bit. There's a clematis down there. I feel like we need to just move, not remove, so that we can have more shrub interest up against the fence. So this area still needs a little bit of work. And while I'm over here, I am gonna pull, although again I feel bad doing it because they still look really pretty, these two begonias. Just so that they're done. Don't have to worry about it. These were big red bronze leafed. These were really beautiful. I hope we get these in at the garden center next year, because I will definitely consider getting some more of these, not just two. I think I bought these because they were what was left. Nobody was buying them. And I put them in over here with some caladiums. While I'm on my way down the other side of our house to remove some annuals, let's stop and talk about this area, which is between our Bilko doors here, which I hate. I'm not going to show them, and our deck. I wanted to extend this bed to where you see our little cafe bistro set. So I wanted to extend the bed out from here, and I wanted it to curve around and meet up with that bed. All these stepping stones would come out. We have room for those elsewhere. And the hedge of germander, which you see here, that would have still been at the edge of the bed. It just would have been out where the new edge of the bed would have been. So we would have had a hedge of germander outlining this bed. And then what was going to come out of this bed, there's 3 double play blue kazoo spirea in here. And there is a beautyberry of an unnamed variety because I was sent the wrong plant. I ordered what was supposed to be called purple pearls, which is supposed to be very similar to a pearl glam. Turn you around to talk about this, but I was sent this, and I'm not sure what it is. This is the third or fourth time I've been sent the wrong plant by this particular company, so I no longer order from them. But we didn't want to remove it. At the time we thought we were going to get to this is when we started getting extreme temperatures in the summer. We stopped getting rain, and we were just kind of spent, so we stopped. The double play blue kazoo spirea have never really looked good in our garden. That's this plant. And those leaves aren't just black because they're going dormant. That's kind of what this plant looks like in our garden after it's done blooming. So we've had it in 3 different locations. It really hasn't worked well in any location. Not sure if I want to give them another try, but I definitely want them out of this location. And I did buy, we have a really good sale going on at the garden center right now. So I did buy something to replace the beautyberry. So let me show you that real quick. So I just have it tucked in here up against the house at the moment. It's called a Christmas Jewel Holly. I'll put the stats on the screen. It's a smaller growing holly. This one is already full of berries. Can you see them in there? And if I'm correct, you don't need a pollinator for this. And it grows in a conical shape on its own. You don't need to prune it. It's about 6 to 8 feet tall, and at the base it will be about 6 feet wide. So it's not a really big holly, and I think it's going to fit perfectly in there where the beautyberry is at the moment. So let's go back and look at that. Oh, well, I might as well. I also got 3 coral ember willows, which are going to go at the edge of our meadow. I'll talk to you about that in a different video. So yeah, that Christmas Jewel Holly is going to replace the beautyberry. I think my brother had said he might take the beautyberry, but it's not going to be until next year, so obviously we're not going to get it planted this year. The 3 blue kazoo spireas will come out again, not sure where, if they're going to go to a family member's house or if we're going to try to reuse them. This is a gold cone juniper, which replaced this gold cone juniper, which never did well for us. We were kind of hoping to revive it. That's why it's in the container. But honestly, it just seems to be getting worse and worse. If we can manage to get it revived, that will go in the corner. So this bed will kind of be anchored by 2 gold cone junipers and the Christmas jewel holly in the middle. And then maybe some shady tolerant hydrangeas, maybe some more encore azaleas. It's not going to be a huge bed, so I don't have room for really big shrubs. But I am really hoping to get to this next year. This might be one of the very first projects we get to. So cross your fingers. I mean, the beautyberry is pretty. You can see it has pretty berries there. That branch is full of berries. It just does not fruit prolifically, and we've cut it back a lot. Otherwise, it's like 8 feet tall, blocking our window, whereas the one I ordered was only supposed to be 4 to 5 feet tall and wide. What I ordered, the purple pearls, was supposed to be very similar to the Pearl Glam from Proven Winners. Dark leaves, smaller growth habit. I think I would like a Pearl Glam, so maybe I'll, take the chance next year to get one. Maybe that can even go in here to replace these. I don't know. We'll see. I just don't want to rush to start ordering things to put in here without first some stuff dug out so we can see where we stand. And I feel like I finally convinced my husband that this Ruby Falls redbud needs to come out of this bed. It's been here for about 4 years, and this has never grown the way I've seen newer Ruby Falls redbuds grow. This grows like Cousin It, which I'm not impressed with at all. That is not what I thought I was getting. We did prune quite a bit of this off this spring, and obviously you can see we tried to stake it so that it would grow a little bit straighter. I think it's too late for that. I mean, you can see how big that trunk is. I don't think we're ever going to get this to grow up. A lot of the branches are crossing. This was a crossing branch. We cut that. I feel like no matter how much you cut this, it's just always going to be a jumble of branches. So that's going to come out. I don't know that we'll get rid of it. We maybe just move it somewhere. And I feel like in its place, I would like an evergreen standard. I'm sure you've all seen the Globe Blue Spruce standard. So what a standard is you have a trunk, and then on top you have the tree, shrub, whatever it's going to be. I found a lot of really neat ones on the Tree Center website. So I think that's going to be a next year project too. Hopefully a really early project. And then these nodding onions can come out of here and go up closer to the meadow. We do have the 2 boxwoods to go at the edge of this bed to continue the boxwood hedge we planted this year. And I just feel like an evergreen on a standard form will allow a lot more sun in here. So we have more options with what we want to plant around whatever it is we choose to put here. All right, so it's pretty clear to me that this poor little sweet potato vine is done. So we're going to pull that as well. I don't know. The geranium and the euphorbia. The geranium actually has new buds. Look at that. I hate this weird fall. But anyway, so I'm going to pull sweet potato vine. The sweet potato vine was part of our fall container refresh. So not really all that well rooted in. So was this aster. Did not last very long. It's still okay. It's still green. Oh, it's not flowering, but I'm going to leave that. And I'm going to pull this salvia only because this was part of our fall container refresh too, but everything else has come out of here. It doesn't really make sense to have one annual. Oh gosh, that didn't take long to root in, did it? This is a really pretty Victoria blue salvia that we came along and planted. I don't know if it was late August or early September. Again, just trying to get some of the dirt off, just in case we have anything we need to overwinter in these containers. These are frost-free containers. I don't think we do, but just in case. Oh, here's the rest of the tags for everything else that was in here. It's all gone anyway, so the salvia was different, the one that we replaced. So let's just smooth that out, clean it up, move on to the next one. Did I say how much I love having this little battery-powered leaf blower? So easy to clean up your messes. Okay, we have some annuals down here on the side of the house. We have some begonias again over there growing under our gold spire ginkgo, and some marigolds here and geraniums. The marigolds are, well, they're still blooming. The foliage is done, so I'm going to pull those. The geraniums look okay, so I think they can stay. These begonias look a lot worse over here than the ones on the other side of the house. The other side of the house is a bit protected. It's pretty open to the wind here, which it has been quite windy all fall. And again, this is breaking instead of just pulling. Wow. Quite well rooted in that. Don't want to take all that dirt. Fix that a little bit. That gold spire ginkgo is new, so I don't want it to be damaged at all. All right, the last thing to do is to pull the sun patients in our front bed. They finally bit the bullet. I'll show you what they look like. Yeah, definitely time to go. Just a couple of days ago, they looked absolutely fine. After last, they're definitely ready. Let's see, are these going to be easy to pull? I have a feeling that these are going to be tough, just like the begonias. Yeah, so I'm going to put you down. Before I pull the other two, I just want to show you. That is completely new growth in there, and it looks absolutely fabulous, but time to go. Looks much better without the dead annuals, don't you think? Thanks for coming along with me today again, guys, on my little annual cleanup, and just wanted to talk to you about some more plans. We'll either be starting in 2025 or finishing in 2025. I know this wasn't a very long video again, but this is what it's like at this time of the year. We're just not doing a lot of planting, just kind of talking about hopes and dreams for next year. So thanks for coming along. Hopefully we'll see you in the next one, and thanks for watching. Bye.